Here's a question I get almost every time someone finds out what my new book is about. Is it actually legal for a United States senator to trade stocks while they're in office? And the answer surprises people because it's yes, mostly, usually. And that word usually is where the whole story lives. Let me lay out the real ground first. Members of Congress can buy and sell stocks. They can hold shares in companies they regulate. There's no blanket ban. What there is a law called the Stock Act, passed in 2012. The name stands for Stop Trading on Congressional Knowledge, and it did two important things. First, it made explicit that members of Congress are not exempt from insider trading law. Before that, there was genuine legal debate about whether they even were. The Stock Act said clearly the non public information you get by doing your job is material non public information, and trading on it is illegal, same as for anyone else. Second, it created disclosure. Lawmakers have to report their trades, usually within 30 to 45 days. The idea was sunlight. If we can all see what they're buying, we can judge for ourselves. So on paper, it sounds tight. In practice, this is where it gets interesting. Start with that disclosure window. 45 days is a long time in markets. By the time a trade shows up, the moment has passed, and the penalty for filing late? Often a $200 fine. For someone trading tens of thousands of dollars, that's not a deterrent, that's a rounding error. Then there's the hard part, proving intent. Insider trading requires showing someone traded because of specific, non-public information. But a senator sits in classified briefings, meets with industry leaders, shapes the very laws that move entire sectors. They are marinating in useful information all day long. So when they make a well-timed trade, was it a tip, a hunch, their financial advisor, coincidence? Proving which one, beyond a reasonable doubt, is brutally difficult. If you're new to the channel, there's a resource I keep in the description called The Vault that goes deeper on the research behind these stories. And here's the grayest zone of all. A senator can vote on a bill, sit on a committee overseeing an industry, and legally own stock in that exact industry. That's not insider trading. That's just a conflict of interest the law currently tolerates. The line isn't drawn where most people assume it is. This is exactly the crack my book crawls into. My senator doesn't do anything cartoonish. She stays technically inside the rules. She uses the delay, the ambiguity, the sheer difficulty of proving why someone did something. She never trades on an obvious tip. She just happens to understand better than the public what's coming and when, and she lets the timing do the work while the paperwork stays clean. Because that's the unsettling truth I kept running into while researching this. The most dangerous behavior often isn't the stuff that breaks the law, it's the stuff the law was never quite built to catch. The gap between what feels wrong and what's actually prosecutable is enormous, and someone smart, someone patient, can live comfortably right inside it. So, is it legal for a senator to trade stocks? Yes. And the far better question, the one that kept me up writing, is what could they get away with while never technically breaking a single rule? Now, let me be crystal clear. Everything I just laid out is fiction. None of it is a prediction, a recommendation, or advice of any kind about money or anything else, so please don't treat it that way. But in a tech world moving as fast as ours, ideas like these aren't as far off as they sound, and that's exactly what makes them worth thinking about. If any of this got the gears turning, drop a comment below. I read every single one. Subscribe to the channel to hear more stories like this, and look below at the description to find more info about the Peril Files and join the Vault to get insider information.